Good afternoon, boys and girls. Today we are going to be looking at a subject called story elements. The story elements include the characters of a story. The characters are the people or animals in a story. You have the setting of the story. That is where and when the story takes place. And finally, you have the plot of the story. And the plot is kind of what happens in the story. We can break down the plot a little easier. We could say the plot is the problem and how that problem is finally solved. Or a lot of times we call it the solution. So what you're going to do now is the directions tell us to read the passage below. Here's the passage right here. We're going to go ahead and read that passage below. It tells us to go ahead and underline the answers in the passage and then write the answers. After you're finished reading through this passage, you're going to go ahead and come down here to these questions. Now, these questions, ladies and gentlemen, go along with the story elements. The first thing it says, who are the main characters in the story? Remember, the main characters, ladies and gentlemen, can be animals or they can be people. It can be either one of those. Then what happens at the beginning of the story? Where does the beginning of the story take place? What they're asking you here is they're asking you for the setting. Number 4, it says, what is the main character's problem? Notice that word problem. That means they're asking for the plot. What is the plot? What is the problem that this character is facing in the story? And finally, they're asking you to sequence and summarize the plot of the story. I'm going to make it a little easier for you. I'm going to ask what is the solution or how is the problem solved? All right? So you have 5 questions you're going to go ahead and answer about story elements. Thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you later.